And welcome back. Okay, so here we are in the wilderness in the north, and I did say that we are going to do the Puppet Master's Cabinet. Last time I said that. Anyway, the inventory is so full that I think we'll first head to Einarstead to offload this junk that we have. Also, I did switch out Subair's helmet for this adorned closed flat top, since that's slightly better. Get one more fatigue out of that. Anyway, like I said, let's head to Einarstead. Zombies wandering around, but I'm not going to chase them. Nice easy XP though, but they were heading in the wrong direction there. Okay, so here we are, but we need to wait. I guess I'll check what this is though. Follow tracks. Probably not. If this were legends, I might be doing that, but it's a little less lucrative, I think, in Reforged and Vanilla. Guess I would do a 3 skull, probably. Anyway, selling price is 18. That's good enough. And even if it weren't, I don't think there probably is any place nearby where I could sell. Maybe like Helleborg. Or I guess I could sail from Sandehaven to Konixhaven. Anyway, let's continue. Continue offloading the garbage. One man's garbage is another man's treasure. Or something like that. I'll just sell these barbarian helmets. At least most of them. Maybe keep this one though. Do I need this many of these? Well, it's only 2. I'll sell one gladiator helmet. Don't think I'll be needing those. 95 minus 10. Those can go definitely. That can go. I have enough heavier armors as well. Yeah, let's just sell these. Okay, and keep on selling the weapons. I might use a famed orc weapon, but definitely not an unfamed one. Maybe a mansplitter, but I don't have one. Currently I wouldn't be using a mansplitter, but during the run. Also, I don't think I need 2 long swords. Let's sell one. Okay, making money. Definitely keep the flail. I will sell the great axe though. Military cleaver, do I need 2 of them? Probably not. Alright, that's getting there. Okay. Do I need this many throwing weapons? Also, the answer is no. I only have 1 thrower currently. It's not out of the question that at some point, if I fire someone or they die, I will end up with another thrower though. So I guess I'll keep like a few of them. Let's keep like 2 of each for now, but maybe that's unnecessary. Also, am I ever going to use these fire potions? Or not potions, fire pots. The answer might be no. Also, let's sell the salt. The answer is probably no. I'll just sell them, I think. Okay. Make some room there. I guess I'll check if there's a swordmaster available. Nope. Okay, let's go deal with the puppet master. Also, I guess was there a temple? Yes, then again, this injury is not that bad. Also, he seems to be almost back in action, so let's put him there. In fighting condition. Unhold tracks. Okay, let's... some ghasts, 1 necro, 1 fallen hero. I think we'll be fine. We should be fine. terrain sucks though. Alright, let's go with the maximum combat speed for this. Okie dokie, I think I'll just end around here. Yeah, sure. So I could use the sprint ability actually. Yeah. Then again, the ghasts will... Yeah, 35 resolve, so let's not use Mahdi like that. That might be a very bad idea with 35 resolve, with the ghasts around there. Actually, let's not have him in the flank at all. Let's move him back there. Okay, probably just end round though. Yeah. Let's end. Also, yes, now that I have Engard and the Northern Sword for Milo, he auto-riposts, which is pretty nice. Would be even nicer if he had Underdog, but he doesn't. Alright, let's wait for them. Still wait. So here with Milo, I guess since he has the adrenaline, I will do this. Okay, and let's start killing. So 2 ghasts in the north and 2 in the south. So Wolfgang now has this famed polearm, which should be doing quite well. Well, against basically any enemies, but here as well. Okay, can't do anything with Einar. What's your resolve? 61. That's pretty nice. This Wiener Ganger will die. Let's just move him there. Don't think I need any of that. Okay, sadly, every other enemy was too far away for the big bonking. Okay, I guess I'll use, like, I don't know, the axes here. Alright, and finally Mahdi just, I don't know, moved there. 69, and okay, sure, I get this bug again. I can't target this ghast. I can target one of them. What the hell? That's so weird. Okay, and now I can target the other one. Well, good job, I guess. Alright. Easy fight. And of course, Leofric fleeing from one scream. Okay, I guess I'll use Hold Steady, because why not? kind of a boring fight. Despite the ease at which some of us will flee. Anyway, let's kill these zombies and be done with this. Okay. Not optimal, but do that, and then we can get opportunities there. Okay, Leofric rallied himself. Good job. Cutting through them. Slowly, but surely. Not quite. There's the riposte in action. Possessed fallen hero with a military cleaver. Okay, whatever, I'll wait. I don't think Mahdi would be in real danger getting next to this enemy, but let's still wait. Okay, and keep on killing. Can even maybe stun. Nope. Okay, and let's edge towards the Necromancer. Face your fears, get next to the Geist. Okay, now 12 action points and sprint. The path is blocked though. Guess I can go through there. Let's see. Can I get there? There and yeah. That's why I took sprint. I mean, the fight was won already, but that's pretty hilarious. Anyway. Also, if Mahdi succeeds with promised potential, I probably won't be taking footwork, but it's nice to see what it's capable of. In certain fights, being able to do that is definitely nice, but then again, it's not entirely necessary. Fun to be able to do it, though. Okay. Where's the... oh, there. Last zombie standing. Okay. Gets hit by a 5% there. Alright. There we go. Okay, Leofric gets a level, and no one else does. Loot this stuff to sell. Okay, let's see. Oh, nice! Leofric did also succeed with realized potential, or promised potential rather. So that's 2 out of 2, which is so much better than during the poacher run, where I think I got like 1 out of 5 to reach their promised potential, and then if I remember correctly, they even died pretty shortly after. Anyway, Leofric has reached their promised potential. He'd only reach 83 melee skill though. Let's actually... I know I can see the stats here, but... well, sure, let's not strip him naked in then. Let's look here. Why does this say 77? Oh yeah, never mind, because I didn't level yet. Okay, well, that's a bit disappointing. +2s there. Well, I guess I'll take them. As well as the hit points. Okay, so... Oh, now I can't see them. Never mind. Well, let's strip you naked. To be able to see. Okay, so 90 base melee skill. That's not fantastic. Especially with clumsy, lowering to 85. But it's good enough. 44 base melee defense. Now that's nice though. 77 hit points. Not fantastic either. Still only gets Nimble as an option. Didn't get Colossus, so... He might die pretty easily. 134 initiative, that's decent. 104 fatigue, good enough. So definitely not as good as Zizhan here, but... Anyway. Also hasn't lost his fear of undead yet. He will eventually, I guess, if the run goes on long enough. Okay. So what will I do with this guy? I can do maces or spears. Could also do polearms, I guess, but I'm not going to. I might also consider picking up hybridization just for the melee skill, melee defense buff. Maybe. Gain 10% of your base range skill as additional melee skill and melee defense. That's +5/+5, so probably worth it. Probably worth it. Now the question is, do I go with shields again? I didn't get underdog. So I can't really make like a... Well, I guess his stats aren't really conducive of it anyway, but... Can't really make like a tank out of him despite having 44 melee defense. Lack of underdog, lack of Colossus, etc, etc. So the question is, which weapon do I go with? I think Shurade might be sticking with spears, since that means I don't need to pick up Weapon Master. Which means that Leofric should probably go with maces. I don't have a mace... Well, actually, I do have a mace specialist. Hadi is a mace specialist, but anyway. Pick up the dodge, I think. I might, like, pause the video here to do some planning, but let's think about this together, so to speak, for a little while. So definitely goes Nimble. I don't think I want shields. I think I want to do the big damage. But I don't have a... Yeah, let's see. So if I take the maces... Well, I could go either way. One-handed or two-handed. Going with two-handed does have the advantage of being able to skip duelist. Or there's no benefit in taking it, obviously. When the weapon costs 6 AP to use. Formidable approach I think I should probably get. Also, I don't remember, did I have Indomitable, but I have it now. Don't think I should pick it up here, but maybe? Also, I could do the sprint footwork plus Pathfinder thing again, if I'd really like. Well, in any case, I'm getting Relentless and Dodge. That's a given. Okay. What else? Yeah, I need to decide on the weapon mastery. Also, Survival Instinct might be a pick, as well as Steel Brow might be a pick. Yeah, I think I'll go with the maces over the spears. Despite the semi-low melee skill that he has. Especially when I pick the hybridization, that's +5. Yeah, I should have enough. Let's see. If I take that and... Where's the other one? That and that. 7 perks currently. Yeah, I can do that easily. Still have 1 left over, +1 on level 15. So I guess, yeah, let's commit with maces probably. I already have a polearm specialist. Polearms are good, but yeah. Also, he doesn't get combo or berserk. Maces are the big damage bonk weapons that can also debilitate your opponents. Probably go with a two-handed mace. But I haven't decided yet. So okay, let's go ahead and pick up the maces. Concussive strikes, sure. Nimble. Come on, let me, there you go. Then we take the Bone Breaker. Also, Battle Flow is a maybe, not a given. I think we can skip it probably because he doesn't have Berserk. So he usually attacks like once per round. At least if I give him a two-handed mace here. Yeah, let's take the hybridization. I think so. 8564 goes to 9069. Nice. Dodge is, well, when he's naked, it's plus 20. Okay, and formidable approach probably. Also, do I have two? Well, I do have a pole mace as well, so that can go to Huddy. You can have this. Let's give you some nimble stuff. 90 minus 5. How about this? Can you reach your not quite optimal values? Probably go with that piece. Okay, and let's see. So 77 hit point nimble isn't the best. He will die pretty easily. And I'll be slightly sad if and when he dies. But I guess not that sad. Anyway, let's give him... Did I have a dagger? Did I have a dagger for you? Doesn't look like it. So let's repair this junk. Some of the junk. Yeah, doesn't look like I have one. Also, who gets to use the falcon now? I guess one of you guys. You can have it. For now. Okay, sure, let's take the formidable approach, get that +1 reach and more reach advantage. That will help him survive. So deselect that and that. Okay, formidable approach, yes. 2 perks left. So like I said, I could go with the footwork plus Pathfinder thing, but now he doesn't even have a shield. He doesn't have the underdog. And I don't know. Seems a bit not really worth it here, in my opinion. Comes with inherent risk doing something like that. Instead, I could go with just Survival Instinct and Steel Brow to keep him alive. I guess I could also consider Rebuke. Unstoppable is worth considering, actually. Do need to remember to not wait if I do that, so that's Decisive plus Unstoppable. That could work. That could definitely work. It doesn't mesh well with my playstyle, but I did use Elmer Fudd in a similar fashion. And I think it makes perhaps more sense for Leofric. He won't run out of fatigue as easily. And he'll get, yeah, quite a bit of benefit out of that combination. I could just go with something like Rotation plus Survival Instinct as well. Definitely could. I don't know, let's go with the no wait this time. I really avoided these perks when I was playing my poacher run. Because, yeah, I don't always remember that you shouldn't wait, but I can just write it down there and hopefully eventually I'll remember. Okay, let's go with that. Unstoppable plus decisive, so no waiting for you. There you go. Leofric, no wait maze. Well, good job, Leofric. You did not disappoint. Far worse than Zishan is, but still pretty nice. He does have more melee defense currently. Base of 44 against base of 41. Melee skill is a lot lower though. Anyway, he also needs to be babysat though. He shouldn't be on the flanks unless I really make sure that he stays alive. I guess I'll put him in the middle, thereabouts, of the formation. Okay, so now it's on Mahdi to see if we get 3 out of 3 promised potentials. Didn't have anyone else with that, right? I don't think so. And I've been saying I want to get a Swordmaster this round, but I haven't seen one. But the thing is now that Leofric succeeded, who would I fire? Well, maybe no one. So maybe we just again go with no Swordmaster, but anyway. I don't currently have like a good tank. Like Milo comes semi-close, I guess, but I don't think he's a tank per se. 1-star melee defense, base 27, no underdog, no steel brow, no Colossus. 90 hit points without Colossus though. How did he reach that? I guess by being a farmhand. So maybe Mahdi can succeed with his promised potential. And if he does, we can maybe make like a tank out of him. And then we can have like Mahdi be the main tank for the Black Monolith and Milo can hang around near him or something. He does only have 35 resolve though. Well, that's gonna be plus 15 if this is successful, but still. Anyway, that's a problem for the future Bozo. Guess we just continue here in the tundra. Let's go see what we can find. 3 white unholds. Okay, well, they can die. Also, Camp of the Ancestors. Okay, that's gonna be semi-challengeful. We'll see, but definitely will do that. Okay, I'll just allow them to charge at us, I think. Which means ending round for at least most of us. Let's move Milo into the front and also Shurade, I guess, since he has a shield. And let's just wait for them. Maybe Mahdi as well. I don't know. Just hold. Only 3 of them, so we should be fine here. Despite not playing like completely optimally. Okay. Let's see what they can do. Staggered, stunned, that's fine. How about you? Stunned as well. That is also fine, I don't care. Let's use Onslaught. And get to the killing. Can I rotate you forward to get both the attacks here? With Berthold, yes. So you can wait. Just go with heavy javelins. What? Was it Mahdi all the time who was the sprint guy? Yeah, I guess he was. Never mind, so it wasn't Leofric who was doing that, but he could have done the same thing. Okay, never mind. I'm being confused again. Something that seems to happen way too often these days. Getting old and demented. Anyway, I guess they're pretty similar, or were pretty similar before. Now the other one is an actual mercenary, while the other one is still a candidate, kind of. Okay, which one do I go for? I guess I'll just go for the kill here. Okay, Leofric, okay, this is awkward. Because if I rotate this one here, I don't get to attack with Leofric. I guess I can skip the rotation, it's fine. Okay, let's see, 95, nice. Nice, nice. Okay, and kill. The team is feeling pretty good right about now. But like I said, I would really like to have like a one very good tank. For the Black Monolith specifically, I don't know how necessary a very good tank would be for the two new legendary locations. The first one should be doable probably. I mean, most likely since the devs said that it would be a mid-game location. But I don't know about the second one, which is more difficult. But we'll find out. Unless we die, of course. Okay, sure, whatever. And you can move there. Definitely have been getting lucky this run with these promise potentials though. Okay, there we go. Alright, so here we have many reavers. So do I wait for nighttime? Maybe. I guess I should probably. Once again, the main challenge comes from the armored white unholds. The chosen also can inflict pain, but they're definitely not as nasty. Gear is a tiny bit damaged, but only a tiny bit. Okay, I don't think I'll be needing any nets here, especially since they cannot be used on the unholds. Let's scout a little bit and then go in during the night. And nothing there. Location is in the snow, not in the forest. Okay, let's see how we fare here. I'll keep the combat speed up for now. Also, I should probably have given the Falcon to Mahdi actually, since he has Impatient. I say that now and then I'll forget all about that. Anyway, let's wait and see. Okay, there's one of them. One of the nasty unholds. So, not sure if I'll back off here. Maybe I should. None of the dogs managed to reach us either. Probably I will. Okay, one of the reavers did get pretty close. Not sure. I mean, it's probably unnecessary to be backing off here. I think this fight has risk, but it should be doable with no casualties. Probably. I say that now and watch these two die. Anyway. I think it might be slightly better to back off though. Probably. Okay, one chosen there. And now it's time to decide, do we engage straight away or not? I don't see the other on hold. Anyway, I think I'll back off like 2 tiles here. Let them advance further on us, and then we can perhaps gain a bit of an advantage by doing that. There's only a couple of obstacles here, and they are not positioned in a way that will help us, I don't think. Maybe just moving 1 tile is sufficient though. Maybe that is better. Also, when the dogs engage, we'll get the Inspiring Presence buff at the start of the round, so I think maybe for that reason alone, backing off here is far better actually. Let's move 2 tiles though, I think. Sure. And let's be pretty careful with Mahdi. Lower the combat speed pretty soon here, but not yet. Might be using Spear Wall, maybe, but we'll see. Might not even get to use it. Actually, we probably don't get to use it. Use the Falcon buff later, if we use it. If Milo had Underdog, and if he were tankier, I could just yeet him here and let the riposte do work, probably. But he doesn't have Underdog, so whatever, it's fine. Move there and move there. And let's see what happens. I'll lower the combat speed now. Down to 1.5. Okay, there's the other on hold. There's this one. Gets the staggers, but that doesn't bother me. Okay, I guess we use this... Well, do I use it now? Maybe not. Also, yes, maybe I should have given one of these guys the pole hammer for this fight, but I kind of forgot. I mean, this is decent. Not fantastic, but decent against armor. Okay. So... Warhound there. Would be nice to get Zishan to go after the priority targets instead of the Warhounds. So if I can kill this Warhound out of the way, which I definitely can, and also weaken this Reaver, then he should be able to chain kills here. Unless I miss like a 95. Who's going to weaken this Reaver though? It's a bit difficult when I don't want to get next to the Unhold here with Einar. He does have the 9 lives and... no, 26 only for melee defense. Okay, so maybe that's... that would be too ambitious, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, probably want to get rid of this Warhound with someone other than these guys. So it's probably going to be Einar who goes for it now. Sure, I think. He does miss though. Okay, Reaper coming in there. Maybe I should have waited for Onslaught, which I will use now. Okay. Still wait. And it is going to be on Milo to hopefully handle this. If he can't, then too bad. I think we'll just advance. Yeah. Just go with the shield wall, don't bother with the adrenaline. So I could go for a damage here first with an 85. Which might be better. But I can use shield wall and move here instead. And we shall see how he handles this pressure. I'll do that. He also does have the riposte thing. Hopefully the unhold doesn't just fling him over its shoulder. Okay. Sadly, not quite. Go for it again to get the berserk. Okay. Probably no point in moving, or is there? 5 fatigue. I don't know, sure. Milo might need the help with these two, and this Reaver should be pretty easy to kill. Yeah, I guess Wolfgang does go for this. Like so. Alright. And how aggressive do I want to be with him? 40 melee defense. This flank looks to be semi-weak. So I could even move here, perhaps. Nimble with 9 lives. Decent melee defenses and formidable approach. I think he should be fine. And being in the middle of the action allows him to have lots of targets available. So I think I'll go for it. Move there. Oh, uncovered more. Well, I think he'll still be fine. Okay, so I can move there or here. So this won't kill, but it will enable Zishan to kill if I damage this one. Leofric, like I've said, doesn't have the underdog. Is not that strong in terms of defenses. Also, he is the no-weight guy. I need to remember that. Like I said, already forgot about that. Anyway. I could also go here, but is that necessary? Getting hit by a heavy javelin is kind of sucky because of the arrow to the knee effect. I'll go here though. I think it's better probably. And next round I'll try to remember not to wait with him. Okay, nice. Nice. Now I could use Spear Wall. It's pretty decent here actually. It might keep the Chosen out of the fight for a while. So probably. Yeah, sure, let's use it. So just hold. Zubair. Actually get rid of the dog. Make some room for Zishan. Should have gone for the decapitation there, but I did not. I think I'll just attack here twice instead of using the Falcon. You can hold. Move one tile. Okay, and now don't miss this 95. Excellent. Move there. Which one do I go for? I guess maybe this one. Yeah, far less head armor. And a kill. Okay. But probably don't move there. Yeah, I don't really see much of a point in doing that. I could use this to move this one. Is there a point in that? Maybe not. Nah, I think he'll just hold here. Hopefully not get hit by a big bonk weapon. Okay, and Mahdi. Maybe move like here and shield wall. Yeah, I think so. And finally Hadi. Guess going for the unhold might be the best thing he can do. Maybe. Can also go for a stagger on a Reaver, perhaps. Stagger on the unhold will also help. Might be getting a stun on the Reaver though. So I'll go for the Reaver. Okay. Neither stun nor stagger. Anyway, let's keep on killing. I said keep on killing. Okay, that's better. Okay, gets awkward if I want to benefit from the riposte there. If I move here and they decide to attack Zahiri instead. Not a big deal, but I don't know. How about moving here and doing that instead? I think that's good. And I guess I'll keep the tempo buff going, but there is a slight risk that we get hit by a daze or a stagger or something. Anyway, Wolfgang is up next. Guess I'll go for this Reaver here. Okay, not quite. Leofric gets to act, and like I said, I should remember not to wait. It would be kind of a waste of damage to go for this one. Especially since he doesn't have the Berserk. So let's instead go for this one, I think. But I need to move here, yeah. He is getting kind of surrounded there, but 71 melee defense, even without Underdog. Maybe he'll be fine. I could also just go for the Unhold. Which is actually maybe better, because the daze would help a lot. Yeah, let's go for that. And not wait. I will forget about not waiting there with Leofric. Most likely multiple times during this run, but... Anyway, let's miss a 91 there. Use the Falcon buff as well. Spear wall is doing work. Will it work against the Chosen though? Oh, nice. Riposte made this Reaver flee. That is nice to see. Alright, going well so far. Eventually we'll be hit by these 16%ers and such though. And also Milo has been thrown, which is quite annoying. Means this Reaver will well actually no, because he doesn't get to act anymore, but the Chosen and the Unhold are now free to move around. Anyway, whatever. Let's use hold steady probably. I could also just use the Blitzkrieg. I think I'll go for the hold steady though. Okay, do that and I guess get next to the unhold again. Yeah, maybe here. So I guess Mahdi might be the one to have to take on this Chosen here. Anyway, move there, do that and end. Okay, Zishan, can you get a kill here? Seems unlikely, unless I weaken them first. Which also seems unlikely. I might be thrown by the unhold though. So I will actually wait here. See if I end up in a different position. Or did that... let's see. Okay, never mind. Holding steady stops that from happening. Of course it does. Anyway, I guess I'll just go for damage now with Charade instead of the Spear Ball, but... yeah, I don't know. Probably. I could still Spear Ball, but this Chosen is going for a flank. Going for a flank there. These guys are going to Adrenaline cheat. I'll just go for the damage. Well, kind of damage. Okay, Mahdi, like I said, probably handles this. If he can. So maybe we can even stagger or stun him. Well, we need the stun because he's going to cheat. Who's going to kill this one? I mean, I could kill this one with Mahdi. So this is free in terms of action points, as long as I move only one tile. So if I do... oh. Okay, sure. Well, that's annoying. Anyway, I guess you wait and we'll see. Well, I guess we'll kill this Reaver with Hadi in that case. Okay. Use this for Opportunist and start weakening the Chosen. I don't think I'll actually go for the Stagger Stun. Instead... oh, does that still apply? If I switch weapons now? Guess we'll find out. No it doesn't. Okay. Slight mistake. Anyway, go for that arrow to the knee there. And also decent damage. Okay, and Subar just goes for the unhold. Alright, so this Reaver will move here probably. Not as afraid of this axe hammer as I would be of like a spiked mace. Guess I just hold. I can also move, but I don't know. Just hold. Alright, and move there, I suppose. That's actually good for us because I'll get some inspiring presence there. Anyway, let's see if Season can do something. Go for the nastier weapon. He did get the kill, actually. Okay, nice. Very nice. And now if I want, I can go for a Thresh. Sure, I guess I will. This, I guess, is the first Thresh I've done during this run. 95, 95, 95. Nice. Very nice. Beastmaster is now fleeing. Well, one of them is. Okay, I guess I'll move closer to this side. Then again, do I need him here? Like, how much do I benefit from going to the backline? I guess I don't, actually. Let's actually move here. Yeah, 61 melee defense up against 2 of them. He should be fine. Still has 100 hit points as well. Okay, so if I use this, can I move here and shield wall? So it's 2 action points. Yeah, I should be able to, right? Yeah. Let's shield wall first. Oh, never mind. What? Did that disable the sprint when I... Yeah, it did, when I used this. Okay, well, I can use it again. Okay. Still learning. Alright. Nice 5%ers there. Let's just recover with Sahiri. Get that going. And yeah, don't wait. Almost forgot, but don't wait. There I probably should have waited because of the disarm possibility. Do I need to shield wall here? 57. I don't think I do need to. Just go for the damage. If that's a mistake, then it's a mistake. Out of fatigue. Not the cleanest of fights I've done, but it's working. 8% there, okay. And I think we can skip the Blitzkrieg. You can wait, I think, Bertram. Alright, go for the Chosen, I guess with the Javelins again. Nice. Starting to run out of fatigue there. Okay, well that's... Well, that's always gonna happen with unholds, but yeah. Not fun. Probably continue shield walling, but let's wait and decide later. This one is gonna get away unless I do this. Oh, I can't quite reach there. Running out of fatigue. Okay, well, move there. Alright. Once again, slight mistake there. Could have possibly been disarmed, so should have waited instead of ended. Making lots of small mistakes here. Alright. Keep on shield walling. Could have also slashed. Okay, nice. Inspiring presence plus unstoppable. Doing work. Also, is this a 3 stacks? No, it's a 2. Okay. And Sahiri. Just wait. This guy is having trouble deciding where he wants to engage. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Charade. I guess he does, kind of, probably want to get Weapon Master after all, because yeah, this isn't going to work against the skeletons of the Black Monolith anyway. Unless I want to like spear wall the whole battle with him. Which won't work very well either. So Weapon Master and use like swords or hammers. Maybe like a one-handed hammer. Anyway, whatever. Let's not think about that now. Let's instead kill and unhold. Okay. Left at 15. Also, yes, the riposte didn't activate because not enough fatigue. Need to remember that as well. Here's the unhold down. Here's the 95 miss. Alright, but the fight is basically won. I'll just recover here. And let's start throwing stuff at the on-hold. Okay, and just go for it. I guess you two will help Charade. Okay, Leofric, go, I guess, there. Remember to not wait. There we go. Berthold helping. As in stealing the kill. Alright, sure, you can do that if you'd like. Nice. Unstoppable working for us. Does take a while to get going, of course. Okay, so that's that fight done. Went very well, actually. Despite the mistakes that I made. Berthold gets a level up. Loot is unspectacular, but worth money. Okay. Berthold now level 6. Picks up either underdog or pattern recognition. I'll go with pattern recognition, I think. Alright, and... Okay, nice. +3. +2. And probably hit points over the initiative. Okay. And let's start repairing some of this stuff. Okay. And camp for, I guess, for a bit, and then we continue. Okay, let's get a move on. Let's see what we can find. Can we find a tougher camp? Or maybe the barbarian madman? Okay, many or young. Sure. Sure. Leveling fight. Soon enough, the new guys can enter the front line. Not just yet, though. Also, the front line is getting a bit crowded. Guess at that point, Wolfgang moves to the back line again. Also, I'll increase the combat speed again. Stunned there, but that's why I waited. Oh, I moved Berthold, who has the rotation, away from Sisan. Oh well. Would be nice to have a swing available, but I don't. Alrighty. Once we're done with the north, I guess I should go out looking for the first legendary location. Not sure if the second one even shows up if you haven't defeated the first one that was added to the base game recently. I would imagine that it doesn't show up, since I think I read something about that in the patch notes. Okay, nothing there. Starting to run out of tools. Do I have a space here? Need some more, quite a bit more repetition actually. So I could get the scavenger. Okay. More barbarians. Seems to be actually easier than the last barbarian camp. I'll still do it during the night time though. Also, now that I remember, let's move you back there, since you have the rotation. You can go there, Einar, on that flank. Alright, also, I guess I will keep this Heinefur mantle in the inventory instead of applying it like on this basic mail shirt, because I want to save it for a famed nimble armor. I can of course go just kill more hyenas in the south. But yeah, I don't know. Let's do it like that, and also yes, wait for night time. Fortified barbarian huts. "24 enemies. Oh. Didn't even notice there's a non-white armored unhold here. So 3 unholds in total. I think again we're gonna back off 2 tiles. Let's just do it. I think it's gonna be fine. No reason to think about this for too long based on how that last fight went. Just back off and let them advance. Oh, never mind. They threw a throwing spear at Mahdi, which I didn't notice. Now he's completely fatigued out. I guess he recovers. Well, good luck, Mahdi. That means I might change my plan and stick around with Zahiri. But yeah, that is... yeah, that sucks. Should have realized something like... maybe they threw like 2 of them at him. Should have paid more attention. Also, is the combat speed at the max? Yes, it is. Lower it. He does have the shield. And underdog. And poise. But only 56 hit points, and the armor isn't spectacular. Well, the southern flank can do what they want. Or I've already done what I've done, but it's not a big mistake in that regard. But I wonder how much this will screw us. Obviously Mahdi might die because of a mistake like that, but I guess I can stick around with Zahiri around the middle. I would imagine that a fair few of these guys will want to go for the flank here. Despite Mahdi being kind of a weak target. Yeah, he probably should have started in the backline anyway. Well, too late now. Yeah, I think I'll use Zahiri here, not back off with him. Okay. Splendid start to the fight. move there. He should be fine with underdog, nimble, etc, etc, etc. Unless I get really unlucky. I'll do one hit here. Oh, maybe I can even do two. But I don't have Pathfinder. So if I want to move 2 tiles... Oh yeah, again a mistake actually, because this is 3 AP to move in, not 2. My head is not in the game today. Well, thankfully the team is strong enough that doesn't really matter. So if I kill this one here... Well, I can move behind Mahdi. Okay, let's do that. And let's see how this plays out now that this kind of failed what I'm doing. Failed a little bit. Alright. Could even move here, which is slightly safer than this. Or I can now back off. This would be a very nice spot actually if I did have that Guard perk. This weapon does have riposte. But I don't have it. Let's go into the middle, I guess. This did kind of screw things up. But whatever. Go for that one. And stick around there. I'll wait because I might be getting debuffed or disarmed. Okay. This guy's throwing stuff, it seems. So if I want Leofric's buffs to stick around, I shouldn't wait. I guess I can move like there. Okay. Yeah, well, this is not going all that well, but I think we'll be just fine, regardless of my mistakes. Messy fight. But, yeah. Stunned there on Mahdi. That's fine, though. I guess I'll rotate someone, probably Zishan. Yeah, let's just go ahead and rotate here. So that he can start doing his thing. Maybe wait for next round before we start using this, unless I use the Blitzkrieg, which, yeah, that sounds good. But let's wait and decide. Yeah, the disarms are only 5%, but we've seen plenty of 5% land. So that's why I did that. He's getting surrounded, but it shouldn't matter unless they get lucky, which, again, they might. These are very easy enemies to kill, though, at this point. Okay, anyway. Yeah, it's on Mahdi to handle and unhold now. I think it's gonna be the Blitzkrieg here. Just do that, and I guess move? Yeah, move. And there's the Chosen showing up. This is probably a kill, at least if it's a headshot. I mean, headshot is I guess a guaranteed kill, probably. Well, we did need that second one there. Anyway. I will do this. It's a bit of a risk, but... sure. Okay. Not happy to see that. So this guy is going to use Adrenaline with 66 initiative, which is more than Milo has, so I guess there's not much point. Also, yes, I'm going to use the Adrenaline, AoE Adrenaline, so let's not use it. Keep forgetting things. All the time. Anyway, it's on Zubair to go for this unhold, I guess. Alright. And Hadi. Let's actually wait with Hadi. And Wolfgang. Yeah, I could kill this one, but is there a point? Well, I guess there's a point because Leofric might be hit by that. It's a very low, slim chance, but still. And obviously I do need to kill all of them, but what is the priority target here? Okay, and Charade goes for the unhold, I suppose. Alright, and like I said, let's use the Blitzkrieg. Though plenty of them have also used adrenaline, or will use adrenaline, so... Well, anyway. From... here? Doesn't reach Zahiri. What a messy fight this is. That's what I get for backing off and not thinking about things. Alright, we still have Hadi here. And not having Pathfinder does suck. Moving there I can throw once. Just go for the Reaver here, but that's not really a priority target. Guess I'll move there. And go for the unhold here. This Reaver did not use adrenaline. Guess it doesn't matter. Let's go for the unhold here. Okay, and Leofric. And don't wait. Wolfgang, finish the job. Good. So we do have that underdog. It's not as important to kill every surrounding enemy. I guess I'll go for the unhold now. Alright. Could use the Falcon. 15, 15, so I can't attack if I use it. Guess I'll just attack. Just attack. Alright, and Zishan, can you... Yes, you can. Alright. Yes, we do move there. Might leave this unhold now. Instead go for their backline. I guess that's mostly fine. Can also just get next to the Reaver here. The Chosen might go for Hadi, but Hadi does have at least some defenses. With Vigorous Assault plus Pathfinder, he can move there and bonk. But if someone's gonna get bonked, I guess I'd rather it be Hadi than Zishan, for example. Also, remains to be seen what he wants to do. Now let's move there and... So if I kill the Beastmasters early, that might work in our favor. This Reaver is free to go for Bertram though, if I don't stop him. Okay, I'll stick around here in the middle with Zishan. Milo waits. Can we... Yes, we can kill that. Good. Shield wall and free hit. Okay, that's better. It's all fun and games until one of those 5% lands. Just hold steady, I imagine. Use these. Fatigued out, kind of. I could just use riposte if they're gonna adrenaline, which it seems they are. Yeah, let's use riposte here. Chosen misses a 25 against the Brutalizer. Sure, just hold. Could have moved one tile, perhaps. Well, being positioned as you are, let's go for this. Yes, you use your adrenaline. Let's see how it works for you. Nice, nice. I guess I'll go for the unhold. Get that daze there. Okay, I'll just recover. Okay, since this guy had 25, let's use shield wall here with Charade. Just attack. And miss your 60. Alright. I still use Onslaught. Do I wait on that though? I don't know. I think I'll wait on it since plenty of us have acted. And someone like Zizon definitely doesn't need the help. It's probably better just to attack here, since we don't really need the plus melee skill help. Do that. Okay. Nice. And very nice. Okay. And now we have this. Goodbye. Can't do that for long though. I'll try this. Okay, 12. Okay, so 24 fatigue to swing twice. I can't. Messy fight, but it went well. Now Unhold is trying to get away. Well, we should be able to catch up with it. Having Pathfinder would be nice right about now, but I don't. Okay. One Unhold to kill and then we're done. There we are. It's over. Okay, Zishan, Mahdi and Shuraid and Einar get levels. Nice fight in that regard. Zishan seems to have dealt the most damage again. No surprise. Okay, and we get 2 famed items. Famed helmet. Battle Forged, or I guess it could also be used with poise. Decent. And the Frozen Bloodthirster. Okay, looks nice. It's a 6 AP cleaver though, so is anyone going to use it currently? Well, probably not, but we'll see. Dump some of this garbage here. Okay, that's good enough. Alright, nice. Well, the fight wasn't well played. Definitely not well played since I kind of screwed it up, but anyway. So let's see, this cleaver. Well, let's repair some of this stuff. Yeah, it's a pretty nice one. The damage seems to be enhanced, so... No, never mind, it's not enhanced. Oh, okay. So what is enhanced? Effectiveness against armor. And the fatigue. Okay, so it's not all that good after all. And like I said, no one's gonna be using it. Though I guess theoretically I could give Shuraid Weapon Master and skip the Duelist. He does have cleavers. But yeah, looks like no one would be using it even if it were good. I guess Einar could with Weapon Master again. Anyway, speaking of Einar, he has reached level 6 here. Okay, and takes more hit points over the resolve. And takes, I guess, the same as you, which is pattern recognition. Okay, and then we have Mahdi, level 10. +4 and +4, nice to see. And I guess he takes the hit points over the fatigue. Yeah, seems like it. Okay. And as for his perk, battle flow is decent. Just speccing into shields is perhaps better. I guess I'll do that. Like I said, I might be making Mahdi the main tank here if he succeeds. He can't be the tank if he doesn't succeed with this resolve. But if he succeeds with promise potential, then that's probably going to be the plan. I'll give him shields and let's see what happens to him on level 11 if he's still alive. Zizan, level 13. I guess he just keeps on taking these. Could also maybe consider like resolve here, but eh. And finally we have Charade, level 9. +2 for melee defense. Oh dear, Charade. I think what I will do is skip this +2 again, take hit points, initiative, and melee skill, and if he's still with us, I will pump up the melee defense in the veteran levels. That's pretty pathetic though. I'll go with that since he's nimble. Take the hit points. And he also has dodge, so that +5 initiative is pretty nice. Out of curiosity, does he get overwhelm? I don't see it, so no. Anyway. So anticipation is pretty good here, I think, especially since he's using shields. This is based on current range defense instead of base range defense, so yeah. Let's take anticipation here. Alright, that's the levels done. And that's also enough for this episode. Oh, the helmet. I guess I'll give someone the helmet, so probably Zubar. Yeah, seems like a Zubar item. There you go, Zubar. And this can go perhaps on someone else. This is a 300 piece, okay. So, let's see, -12. So that should work. It's one more vision penalty though, which kind of messes with command and encourage during the night time. Is there someone else perhaps who should be using that? Maybe like Berthold? Probably won't be using it long term. Well, maybe if I take poise, but sure, let's do it like that. Alright, but yeah, that's enough for now. So thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.